Hey guys, you're now tuned into the Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread show. I'm your host, Mr. Goodbread. Now guys, today we review and we react to a dating coach in her 50s telling women that they are still a prize. 50 and over is still a prize. Alright guys, y'all check out this intro, and when we come back, we get straight down to it and break this down.
Hello, my darling ladies. Crystal, your dating coach. Today's video, dating over 40, 50, 60. Age, my darlings, is just a number. I am over 50 and I feel young. I feel the same as I did when I was 20 or 30. And I pretend the same things I did when I was 20 or 30 in the dating world.
Alright guys, for one, age is definitely a number. And unfortunately, this is that feel-good dating coach. This is that feel-good information that a lot of the women, they gravitate to because they can't bear the truth. So they look to what they like. And for some weird reason, people like this capitalize on those women's emotions, and they play on their intelligence, and they spread lies like this. It don't matter how you feel, you know what I mean? You could feel that you 50, but you feel like 20, but Father Time is undefeated, all right? So at the end of the day, you are not who you were 30 years ago, you know what I mean? You can feel like you are, but Father Time is undefeated. As for example, guys, if you look at the graph right here, this is a movie with Tom Cruise, and the woman in the movie, if they was to do this movie, a remake of this movie, they could still use Tom Cruise, but I don't think they will use the woman that played her in the movie again. They will renew it and use a much younger model, and that's just how it is. You know what I mean? So any dating coach telling you that age is not a number, that's a red flag. That's feel-good information. And with feel-good information, after a while, it goes away, and you back to feeling away, and you back to spending more money.
A man has to still court me, picks me up at my home, picks up the check when we have a meal together or when we go out together. The only difference is, my darlings, is time. No time to waste. We don't have any time to waste. We are not 20 or 30. So when he says, I'm not sure if I want a relationship, I don't want to get married, maybe again, I'm thinking about my career, believe him. We're not going to force him or change him to wanting a relationship. No, we want a man who wants a relationship, who is looking for a serious relationship, a partner in his life. We're not going to convince any man to want a relationship with us or to want a serious relationship. No, we want to find a man who wants that in life.
Alright guys, a lot of women feel this way, but you know what? Y'all should have had this mindset at 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Everything she's saying is absolutely correct, but you should have had that mindset 30 years ago. But 30 years ago, this woman was focused on careers. She found every reason to not have to deal with a man, you know what I mean? Or she wasted a lot of her time with the wrong guy and not having the ability to move on. You know what I mean? For whatever the case may be, it's a little bit too late now to still keep this same mentality that you had when you're young. Clearly, guys, let's look at this graph. This is women fertility graph. The older women get, the fertility starts to crash. All right, and these is biologic. This is biologically. This is not a bash or nothing. These are just statistical facts. So again, women can feel that they're still young, but the actual look is not young. And we all know guys attract to looks. Guys age up. So, you know what I mean? As long as a guy is on his purpose and is on his hustle and he's taking care of his body, guys tend to, some weird reason, age upward, and they start to look better as they get older. You know what I mean? I haven't remembered the last time I heard any female call Jay-Z ugly. You know what I mean? There are exceptions to the rule when it comes to women. Because like I said, Whoopi Goldberg look way better now than she did back in the days. But that's an exception. Those are very few. You know what I mean? The majority is not going to look exactly how they look, or even close to how they look when they was in their prime years and when they had all the options. You know what I mean? Women tend to lose options when they get older. You know what I mean? And if you losing options and you still keeping this mindset like you're the prize, that's where the loneliness is going to set in and soak in. Another thing, guys, these type of women that take this mindset, they tend to only become side chicks to rich dudes. The ones that look good, that ones that still maintain to keep their look, you know what I mean? They end up only becoming side dudes to rich dudes, because guys that have money and guys that are in a position to date a younger option, it's not gonna take a woman serious. So that's where it's gonna always bump heads. Because like she said, at that age, women ain't got time to not know. They want to lock it down now. They want to do what they should have did 30 years ago. But men are just now starting to enter into their prime. So now men are starting to get more options, and that's where the problems come in at.
And do not try to convince him or chase him. So if you go out with a guy, a man, and maybe 2 or 3 days have passed by, and he has not called you, you do not call him. You do not call him or send him a message. If he wants to see you, he has your number. He is a certain age now. He's not 19 or 29. He's a man, a grown man. He knows what he wants. So if he hasn't called you, he's not interested in you. No sense calling him, sending a message. No sense chasing him. No. Because you chase him. Yeah, you may get him. Okay, you send him a message, you call him. He's got nothing to do. He takes you out. But it's just a waste of time because he's not into you. He doesn't think of you as relationship material. And you're not going to convince him because you say, oh, well, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy. I'm going to make him a great meal. When we make love, he's going to go, crazy about me. No, that's not how it works. He knows what he wants. He is 40, 50, 60. He knows what he wants, and maybe you're not the woman for him. But, who cares?
Now, I find it very funny that she mentioned that key point right there. I got a lot of guys, young guys, that's telling me that's exactly what the women are doing to them at the age 20 to 30. So ain't it weird now that the guys get to do it right back to the women that are older when the guys get older?
A lot of fish in the sea. There is a man you will go out with, and he will call you the next day or within 2 days and will ask you out on another date and let you know he wants a relationship. So what we don't have, my darlings, women over 40, is time. No time to waste. We date a man because he wants a relationship. We date a man because he wants to get married. We do not date just to date because we like dating. No. That's what we did when we were 20 or 30. Yeah. We dated. I dated a guy. If it was going to get serious, great. If not, okay, I'm dating. I'm having fun. I'm meeting men. I'm going out. But not over 40 or 50 or 60. We want a commitment. We want to date a man who wants a relationship. But don't be desperate, my darlings. You don't have to be desperate. I mean, look at Halle Berry. Look at Jennifer Lopez. Look at Gwen Stefani, who recently got married. Okay, they're famous women. So look at me.
Shout outs to her, because now she's talking about the real thing now. See, and this is the problem. These regular women, average women, compare themselves and compare their lifestyle to these celebrities. There you go. Boom. And you're not a celebrity. You don't have a glam squad keeping you up the par. You're not eating, you don't have a health team telling you the right things to eat so that you age differently and so that you know what I mean, preserve the way you age. But they swear to God that they these celebrities in their own mind. And that's the problem. That's the mental illness.
Over 50, not desperate. When I go out on a date, I'm not thinking, okay, what am I going to wear? Oh, I hope he likes me. Oh, what am I going to talk about? Yeah, okay, I want to, dress. I want to look nice, a little sexy. I want to have things to talk about. But I want that he has things to talk about. I'm hoping he will be an interesting person. Not if, he will like me, if he will find me interesting. He must hope I find him interesting. Yes. You are not desperate, my darlings. It's because you are over 40, over 50, hitting 60. You are still a beautiful, attractive woman. Lots of men would love to go out with you, have a relationship with you, and yes, you can still get married after 40, after 50. So the only thing that changes, my darlings, is we don't have time. Do not waste your time with a man who, after a couple of dates, has not called you. After a couple of dates, sends you a message, but never calls. After a couple of dates, doesn't ask you out again. No. Next, we date someone else. We date someone else who wants a relationship with us. Ciao for now, my darling ladies. Dating over 40. Nothing changes. We still have to be courted, pursued. He must chase us. The only thing that changes is our time. No time to waste. He is not into you. He is not calling you. He is not asking you out on a date. He's not letting you know he wants a relationship. Next guy. Let the next man in your life. Mwah. Ciao for now. Subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll talk to you soon.
Alright guys, and not to drag it, we're going to wrap this on up, but this is the exact example of what I mean when I say women are going far past delusional and they're starting to hallucinate now, because the whole theme of the video I thought was going to be explaining why women over 50 are the prize. She didn't explain anything anything that makes her the prize, that makes a woman over 50 the prize. She explained a couple of things that a man needs to still do for that woman, but she never showed us or told us anything that woman over 50 is going to bring to the relationship. You know what I mean? She never told us how she's the prize. And this is what I mean, guys. Women keep other women single with bad advice, bad information. Women are each other's competition. They're competing for the top 1% man. 40. So why would a female tell another female anything that'll edge her in the race to the top 1%? Especially when not everybody age the same. Not everybody look the same. And looks is preferenceable. You know what I mean? But with looks being preferenceable, it's always labeled as guys like a younger, tighter look. Period. You know what I mean? Guys with options like younger, tighter looks. Now you got those guys that don't have no options, so they like anything. We're not talking about them because those guys are not in the 1%. All right, guys? It's been real. Appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like if you like. Hit the dislike if you don't like. You know what I mean? This was a very touchy topic. So in any event, y'all already know what it is.